Good morning.
Good morning! We are now orbiting the exotic outer rim world of Batuu. So, how was your sleep cycle?
It was great.
Wonderful! You'll need all your energy for your day at Blackspire Outpost. Captain Keegan asked me if you're willing to deliver the you-know-what to you-know-who at you-know-where. Can you do it?
Yeah, sure.
Excellent! Do you know where you-know-where is?
I think so.
Have you heard of the Corellian light freighter, the Millennium Falcon?
Yes I have.
Do you know what it looks like?
Yes I do.
Well, interestingly, the Falcon is currently moored at Docking Bay 5. Find it and you'll find you-know-where. Are you wearing your M-band?
Yes.
Excellent! The you-know-what have been transferred to your M-band. Once you arrive on Batuu, go to Docking Bay 5 at you-know-where. When you get there, tell the crew you have some information for you-know-who. They'll ask you to tap your M-band. That will transfer the you-know-what. Can you handle all that?
Yes. I think so.
Wonderful! Oh, one more thing. You-know-who might need you to help crew the Falcon. How are your piloting skills?
Pretty good.
You really are the perfect choice for this mission. Oh, and one more thing. Blackspire Outpost can be a rough place. Do you know the proper greeting to show respect to the locals?
Bright suns.
Exactly! Transports will depart for Batuu every 15 minutes, beginning at 8 a.m. Do you know where to board them?
Yes.
Wonderful! Good luck on your mission. The fate of the galaxy may depend on it. And don't forget to have fun. Best journey!
Sound effects. So this was the best reviewed costume makeup on Amazon, and during our test run, this stuff was pretty awesome, and it seems like it's holding up today too.
It's like a kid playing with paint.
There's a in there too.
There need to be blue.
The blue really adds to it.
I'm so blue, I don't know what to do. Go Gators!
That headpiece helps, because currently you look like you're going to a football game. A lot of people put this much work into going to a football game.
Ever here.
Kind of like a Tony the Tiger, like the orange and you're doing white stripes.
Ask me what I think about Galactic Starcruiser.
What do you think about Galactic Starcruiser?
It's great! Just the side looking. Joke's on you, nothing matters than orange.
Yes, that was not thought through.
We are ready to go. A little later than we were hoping, but we spent a lot of time on, well, our makeup, as you can tell.
It took a little more time than we anticipated, but that's okay. The transports to Batuu do run all day long. They're kind of continuous. You have one on your schedule that you're supposed to use, but you don't absolutely have to be on that one, so it's totally fine. We're going to go down and try to grab some food really quick. Might do a grab and go option. Not really sure what all the choices are there. And then we're going to head down to our transport to Batuu. Now, we did all of our makeup ourselves, as you saw, and they are talking about offering an option to do hair and makeup in room where you can pay for someone to come in and do it. We totally would have done that instead of doing it ourselves, but apparently it was not quite ready. They are still working on developing that, so we have no idea when it's going to be ready, what the cost is going to be, but it was not ready for our sailing, unfortunately. So we get to play with it ourselves and have some fun.
And I think it turned out pretty well, if I do say so myself.
I agree. here in the Sublight Lounge, they have grab-and-go breakfast. You can also go down to the Crown of Corellia dining room and you can have a buffet breakfast down there, but we're grabbing this to get out of here because we're already running a little bit behind schedule this morning. So it looks like we have some fruit here. We also have a little box of some galactic pastries and things. We'll open one of those up in just a minute. And they have some coffee here as well. So we found that Alyssa cannot eat anything in here. They do have the ingredient sticker on the bottom, but lots of food coloring in here this morning. Looks like a blue milk yogurt. That one might actually be okay, but Alyssa doesn't like blue milk, so she skipped right over that one. Then we have a little cup of some fruits here, I guess. They're really colorful fruits. There's looks like, I'm guessing, a chocolate chip muffin with some purple on top. And then I don't know what this, just a roll maybe? Is it filled? Is it PB&J? It's just a sweet, it's just a roll. Okay. So that's your grab and go breakfast option. Obviously, I think it's going to be a lot better to go down to the buffet and have other food options, but we want to get down to Batuu. We do get a free quick service meal in Hollywood Studios, so we're going to go ahead and plan on doing that for our food.
We did see some of the Photopass photographers in the lobby, so we thought we would ask if maybe we can do another photo session because we actually think our makeup turned out pretty good.
We had a lot of fun yesterday with it, and I kind of figured there's no way we're going to get one because it's probably one per voyage for every guest, but apparently it's not.
No, they said you can book as many of them as you want, even ahead of time. If you don't book ahead of time, but maybe your makeup turns out really well, or you have some ideas for some pictures, you can walk up and book it. We did just do that. Pending availability, of course. It depends on if there are open spots. There weren't a ton today, but there were a couple which worked out. If you book something though, you will probably be missing something else, so just keep that in mind. We chose to miss something that isn't a big deal for us, but we didn't want to miss the Sabacc Tournament, so
Yes.
we made sure not to plan anything over that.
Our session should be ending right before the tournament so we can go get signed up. We had our grab and go breakfast, we took care of that. We're going to head down to deck 4 now and get over to Batuu. All right, off to our transport to Batuu. These are cool. Thank you. So this is the pen we have to wear that lets them know we're from the Halcyon. And this is how we will get our exclusive interactions over on Batuu.
They're trying to stay on this side. Welcome. Say hi, Zoe.
Hi, Zoe.
I really like people saying hi to me, so I do it every time. They put me in here because I like to talk. That gives you any view on my personality. That's why I came to work here, because, talking to people. It's fun. All races. So you're going to Batuu. Who's excited? Who's been to Batuu before? Oh, wow, a lot. Well, you have extra special things while you're there today. We also gave you those beautiful pins to wear. Aren't they gorgeous? I didn't get those. I'll find one at some point. We asked that you wear those while you're planet side, just so they recognize that you're from the Halcyon. In case you need to talk to somebody, maybe a visit or something, they know that you're from the Halcyon, and you're not just some random person walking up and going, "Hey, how's your day going? Can I come in?" We just asked you. They are yours. We're not going to take them.
You certainly look as though you're prepared for your excursion to Batuu.
Yep.
Enjoy your time on planet.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Whoa. Check out this transport.
I gotta be honest, I thought we were gonna stay.
Okay, special seats.
Bright Sun's passengers, welcome to the planet of Batuu. Please to the next crew member.
I think they're inviting us to Oga's.
This place is amazing.
This is cool. So the transport, we know that in reality it's actually a giant box truck, but that was so awesome.
It's really cool. And a great place for photos if you're willing to hang back for a minute. The
Really
transport
cool
only
pictures.
holds a few people, so great place to stop and take some photos together.
Thank you. So as we head out here onto Batuu, everyone's staring at us. It's gotta be because we're coming from Starcruiser, not because we're dressed up, right? Oh, Kylo Ren's here. There he is. We have a mission over here with this ship, I think. At least I do, but We're gonna come back and check that out later.
Normally, the rules are you cannot go into the park completely dressed out as a character. However, the only way that can happen now is here in Batuu if you go on Starcruiser.
Yep, and so we decided to take advantage of it. This is one of the reasons we made this our crazy dress up day, because we wanted to be here in Batuu and get some
awesome
pictures.
One of the things that's included, you do get access to Batuu Hollywood Studios. You also get Lightning Lane to Millennium Falcon, Smuggler's Run, and Rise of the Resistance. So we're heading here.
We also have a mission going on here at Smuggler's Run. I have a feeling we're going to get a little bit different experience today based on that.
Hello, my friends. I am Hongo Onaka, and this is Onaka Transport Solutions. Today, I am offering the opportunity of a lifetime. I need flight crews to transport this valuable merchandise across the galaxy. Pilots to navigate, engineers to operate the ship, and gunners to defend the shipment.
There are better people to get credit from the pilot. Of course.
Hey, credits are credits.
Credits are credits, even if pilot takes a big chunk.
First time pilots? No, so you guys remember how to control the ground ship? Great. All right, gunners, engineers, so it gets ready. Come on in, all the way down the hall. All right, may the force be with you.
And supervise younglings.
Go ahead, guys. We have 20 seconds.
Up to light speed. Let's go get that coaxium.
They've locked on to us. Take an AC action. There it is.
All the track. There we go.
Flight engineers. Here we go.
Level out.
Excellent. Now, guns. Shoot the cargo free.
We got coaxium.
Excellent, my friends. Power of the ship. Well, I am coaxium. You see, just as I promised, my friends. Now that the resistance has what they need, maybe a little
Down.
something.
Up. Down.
Line
You're
up
good.
behind the train so we can harpoon the gas down.
Come on.
Yes, shoot the train.
Shoot it. Come
Yes,
on.
keep flashing those controls.
Come on. We got it.
The cargo is breaking. Keep shooting.
Yeah, got it. Hold up.
Jump, my friends. Yes. We got the coaxium.
Yeah.
I will grab it. You keep up to the train.
Down a little bit. There you go. Whoa.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
Whoa. Down. Okay, up.
Yes, a distraction. Fire the missiles at the train. Hurry.
Oh. Down.
The Star Destroyer
Down.
is collapsing.
Level out.
Left pilot, hit the boosters.
I did. I boosted.
We could die.
Delayed reaction.
Let's get out of here. Your cut minus what you owe me for damaging the Falcon is excellent.
Oh, that's pretty good. I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
Connect all the dots to each other that match. All the dots that match have to connect to each other.
Oh, I got it.
So we're getting different messages, or we're getting the same? We're getting the same messages. Okay. So we're on the same path. We have to go over here to this antenna. don't really want to walk over there, but I have to, so it won't let me do it. So we gotta walk over and find that antenna. Now to tune it, you have to turn it until it lines up with where the data is coming from. You'll see a little X. I can't show you because mine's here. There's a little X that shows up on the screen. There you go, we got it.
Ooh.
Ooh, we gotta unscramble the Arbesh. Alright,
Oh,
so you gotta
goodness.
make the lines connect. So drag and drop the pieces. So drag the lines up and down. They're in 4 segments. There you go, drag it up and down. So you find what it connects to. Right there, drop it. It doesn't connect here though, so this one needs to be moved. There you go. Now as it passes the letter, tap that. That's now the one that matches. The one that matches.
Oh. Try it again.
And you thought I was wasting my time playing with the data pad in Batuu all those times.
What do I have to do?
Hack it. Connect all the colors that match. You have a really, really, really easy one.
I think that's why I'm so confused, because they're so easy.
Well, because you haven't done it. I've done a ton of these. That's why they're making them hard on me. So we're going to try and get breakfast at Ronto Roasters because they're not open at Docking Bay 7 yet. And you can see here your dining plan is accepted. And then you can see the balance. So we have one for each of us. So it's able for one person to just order whatever they want. We're going to do just a little bit here, I think, and then a little more later. So it's telling us we can make sure we get a drink because it's free. That's cool. Can you delete that one?
Okay.
And edit that one. It offered to add a drink. Tatooine Sunset. I don't even know what that is. So I guess we're just gonna get it and see what it is. Cool. Update. Review order summary. And we can check out and not have to pay anything.
There it is, $0.
Pretty cool.
So what sabers you guys got today? So you got 3 blades with you.
She's got the Rebel sabers.
Two
They're in the bag because I
don't want to drop
out.
them. Yeah.
And then I got my Sabis. So
love to see it.
I'm gonna change out the crystal when we get back because I've got green now, but I'm gonna change it to blue to match.
Oh, good idea. Good idea. Match the outfit.
Yeah, I thought about going white to match her saber, but I'm gonna let her have the white and I'll do blue.
Yeah.
How are you? I'm loving it. You're awesome.
Can we take a picture with you guys?
Ronto Roasters is very full, nowhere to sit in there, so we came and got the official, well, unofficial Disney table here. So we got our Ronto Wrap, and we have the Tatooine Sunset, which is basically an Arnold Palmer.
Bright Suns passengers. Bright Suns. How are you
Remember, I'm not involved in any way, shape, or form. Just the messenger. I'm just out here. No worries. Couldn't have picked a better day to travel to Batuu.
This is beautiful. The suns are being very gracious to us today.
Yes, absolutely.
Gotta build the key. Gotta figure out where all the pieces go. I got my personal favorite, the Blurb Fire. It is sweet and also a little bit spicy.
This is the carbon freeze. On the bottom is some dried ice. So you get this nice bubble effect. And then some popping green apple boba.
We just finished up at Oga's and now we are going to go do some more missions. Probably going to skip Rise of the Resistance because it just takes so much time.
Yeah.
And there's some stuff we don't want to miss on the ship because that stuff really is specific to the ship. And Rise, while it will be a long line next time we're here, at least we can wait in line and actually ride it.
Yeah, they gave us a lightning lane for it. We could do that, but it's still a 20-minute attraction, and we can honestly pay for lightning lane any other day we're here for like $15 for Rise of the Resistance. I'd rather spend our time that we have back on the ship with all the things going on there. So we're gonna run around, complete the rest of our missions here, and then head back. We did enjoy Oga's, that was fun, especially being with fellow passengers there, but there was no special drink or anything. So I think if I were to do it again, I would skip drinks at Oga's and instead just go up and complete the mission there outside, and then continue on and finish everything else, because you really don't want to spend a ton of time here on Batuu. This does send you running all over Batuu, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So make sure you wear comfortable walking shoes, even if you're in costume. Yeah, yours are definitely getting harder than they were earlier. So we decided not to use our lightning lane for Rise of the Resistance, but we still had to come over here because there's a ton of missions over here. You don't actually have to ride or even tap in to use the magic band if you don't want to. So we're over here just hacking the panels and tuning the radios, trying to finish everything up so we can head back up to the ship.
One quick tip that we wanted to point out is that if you do have any issues with your data pad, as we did, nothing major, but just something wasn't working, there is a representative at the exit of Rise of the Resistance. That representative is from our cruise ship, and so she was able to help us get it fixed, which was super helpful, and we were able to continue our mission. So just wanted to point that out. There are representatives on planet if you have any issues or something isn't working. One thing I really want to recommend is using the Play Disney app before you go on the ship, before you're here in Batuu. If I had not had Robert, this would have taken me a whole lot longer to do these because I had no idea what I was doing with it, because a lot of the missions are different, what you have to do is different, and so I would have had to figure all that out. Thankfully he was here, so it went a lot faster, but if you haven't used it at all or haven't gone through any training, it can be a lot and very overwhelming and a little frustrating.
Yeah, I've done a lot of missions here on Batuu before we had Starcruiser because the data pad's available here in Galaxy's Edge for everyone who has the Play Disney app to use. And there's a lot of things in there like hacking and scanning that if you learn how to do them ahead of time, it's a lot easier when you're here on Starcruiser. You're not spending as much time learning how to do it all in the app. Again, I was able to help out a little bit. My puzzles were a little bit harder than hers because I've done a lot more with it, but it's been a lot of fun. Either way, we finally finished all our missions. It took us a couple hours to get everything done, but now we're gonna head back to the ship because we have some more fun stuff planned.
Yeah.
First order's still here. We're gonna head back to the ship this way. They've got bottled water for us, in-universe bottled water. And they also have some cold towels as well. Just one for him. We can't. This is cool. It's a brand new bay for us. So this is the hallway we came in on. Now we gotta wait our turn for a transport back to the ship.
It's around noon and it is getting a lot warmer now than it was when we first got off the ship.
The three suns are pretty toasty out here. Honestly, today is only going to get up to about 80 degrees, which is really cool for Batuu. So keep in mind when you're getting off the ship, like this, might be a little bit toasty. It is already very warm for us. Thankfully, when we got off this morning, it was only 55 degrees, but it has warmed up significantly. Just keep that in mind when you're planning your excursion, what you're going to wear. You probably want it to be something a little more temperate than this.
And if you can, get off the ship earlier so you can get back on the ship earlier, because if you're getting off at 1 o'clock, you will be out in the hottest part of the day here on Batuu, and it does have 3 suns, so it gets very hot.
Right this way, everyone.
We're heading over to the Sublight Lounge now for Cantina Chronicles, where we get to sample all the different mocktails they have on board for free. We don't have to pay for them, so that's pretty cool. I'm excited to check this out.
We made it to Sublight Lounge. We had a friend that was here saving us a table, which was really awesome. They apparently had more people show up than they expected, so they are rotating all of us. So they've started with those at the bar. They're getting their experience, and then when they're finished, they'll rotate through, and so we'll probably be the 2nd or 3rd round, I would imagine.
Yeah, there's only 9 seats at the bar, and there's probably 30 to 40 people that showed up for this. Not surprising, because you can get free drinks that are normally paid drinks, so I don't know why they didn't imagine more people would show up, but apparently they just kind of underestimated. So maybe in the future they'll modify it to be able to do the whole room or something, but for now, we're gonna rotate through up to the bar, and they are working on getting Alyssa an allergy list, so hopefully she'll be able to try a couple of the drinks too.
My name is Jazz, to the Sublight Lounge.
So if you can't tell, I started off with my favorite being the one made with blue milk, but that one in the middle really got me. It's got this sweet and sour, very bitter aftertaste. I really like that. The poison drop one was kind of like a limeade, but overall, this was a really cool experience. I think definitely better if you're sitting up on the bar closer so you can hear things a little bit better than I could down here. So they're doing sector set, which looks like a giant star map, but you have to get one planet in each sector to win apparently, and that looks familiar. Seems like it's kind of like bingo. All right, we're done with Cantina Chronicles now, all those drinks. That was a fun experience. But we want to get some real food. We did not go to Docking Bay 7 on Planet. We kind of skipped that, so we got to go over here and get some of the food from the buffet. We could have stayed in Sublight Lounge and ordered some snacks, but we want to come down here and see what they've got on the buffet today.
It's more on the spray. I can try to get you one without it.
We once again have quite a few different types of drinks, of course, coffees, and this ship's version of soda is what we know it as, and blue and green milk on tap. We got a bantha beef and tuber flatbread. I couldn't have the flatbread yesterday, but I can have this one. We have the sweet tuber with spicy Batuu curry. It looks and sounds very unique, which is kind of the point of all of this. And then we also have the sausage takeaway, which I actually cannot have. They said they do dye the buns that are used here, but they look really adorable. They just look like little hot dog buns. Just like yesterday, they once again have the sunflower butter and jelly. Robert really liked this. I did not. We have some beautiful desserts over here, very colorful. The salted caramel chocolate cake, then the cream of Jogan. Cannot eat either of those, but they look beautiful. We've got some chili spiced cucumber greens. Very colorful. Everything here is very colorful. And red fruit burrata looks delicious. We have some daily sweetbread. If this was the sweetbread I had every day, I'd be a really happy person because they are chocolate chip cookies. We do have some marinated seared tofu. Again, very beautiful. Dipped tip-yip chicken, which is basically mac and cheese and chicken nuggets. Very good. We both loved that yesterday. Different type of fish today. We've got burra fish. I am allowed to eat this, but I do have to stay away from these rib bites, but they do smell and look amazing. Lunch is served, and we're at the captain's table. We didn't even have to pay extra for this. This is what the brownie dessert looks like. But because I couldn't have that little bit, they actually made me one so I could still have a brownie dessert, which I love because I love brownies.
Go right in. There we go. Hopefully we have access. Let's see. Oh, we're good. All right. Perfect. Just like that, guys. Stay right there. Perfect. Just like that. I love it. I want you to kind of look that way. A couple more. Very intense. Now we're gonna switch it to red. This time it's gonna like give me that big expression, like red alert. There. Ready, 1, 2, 3, couple more.
So they are doing Sabacc here in the Crown of Corellia dining room. It's a tournament. They have it up on the board here. They had so many people show up for the first time they were doing the tournament. They combined both of them together and did one big tournament today. They're supposed to have 2 different times, so we came for the later time, and they were already full, but they do have one more space in the next round, so the 3 of us are playing to see who gets to go on to that round.
All or nothing.
All or nothing.
All right, so
We have the rules right here. Essentially, your goal is dealer rolls the dice and deals 5 cards to each player. You will be trying to match the number on the dice, discarding cards as necessary to make sure your hand comes as close as possible. Normally, we would do a betting phase after that, but considering this is all or nothing, you'll just go ahead and draw your second hand, up to 5 depending on how many cards you have left in your hand. You cannot discard the cards you've already chosen, so simply work with the cards that you drew to match the number as best as possible. Once all players have done so, reveal your hand. The player with the number that matches this, adding up to that number, will win. If there's a tie, then it'll be the player with the number of cards of that shape. Alright. If you have any further questions, please let us know, and may the stars light your way. Thank you.
Alright, final round. We're trying to have -5 and the shape is a circle. We'll see what happens here. So Alyssa didn't quite understand, but that's okay. And I was -5 on the nose with 2 circle cards. And Cody was -5 with 1 circle card. So looks like I'm going on to the next round.
We are heading to the Sublight Lounge for the final round with the 4 finalists.
Here we will decide which of the 4 of you will be the champion of Sabacc here aboard the Halcyon. Are we all ready? Alright, then press those flashing red buttons. And best of luck to all of you.
I don't know about this hand. I'm trying to go to 0 with triangles, and this is what I get dealt. And you can see them up here too. It's pretty cool. If you look from my point of view.
Woo!
It's only 1 round.
Who split?
They split. I would have tied if I still won. Alright, I get to roll the dice. Betting time.
Robert won that last one, and this is the
hand.
final round.
Zero circle.
And you thought you couldn't come back. For those of you who have a glass here in the Sunlight Lounge, if you could please raise your glass in a toast to the Halcyon's newest Sabacc champion, Mr. Kendall.
Just for the awkward meat eat that.
She was?
Just here.
Okay. Well, since you're both from the same place, I've been having a really great time.
Know your co-pilot. My name is Amanda. I'm with Passenger Services, and I'm from the planet Praxis. And my crew member Sophie is over here helping us keep score. From Felucia. Yeah. Now we're gonna go down each co-pilot pair and see what their team name is. Good journey, passengers. What are each of your names? Robert, and Alyssa. And what is your team name? Team Tano. I love it. Team Tano, reveal your boards. They both said Robert. Woo! 1 point for answer. Isn't that just the same answer? Or the answer that doesn't get you in trouble. First, the correct answer. All right, Team Tano. Who does our red partner look like when we wake up? An adorable Porg, not Odie. And you said a mocktail. Quick like a mocktail upon waking up. All right, that is going to be our final question for Know Your Co-Pilot. Now, a drum roll to find out our winner of Know Your Co-Pilot. Blue Squadron! Blue Squadron has won! Give them a round of applause!
Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much for helping me with this. I couldn't have done it without you. And you, and yes, keep it simple. Thank you. I just like you. Thank you so much. Oh man, you've been on this journey. Thank you, Sarah. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you, Robert. Hey. Oh, I see. Oh, they're making their autographs.
Yeah, that's why the line's so long.
Oh, wow.
Sarah saw that lady.
Gaia up here doing autographs. She's quite popular. The line just keeps going.
At 4 o'clock, they do shut down the buffet because they do have to prepare for dinner. So they do have the snacks out here just outside the atrium. They have some fruit. They have some spiced popcorn, which they do have some different things from yesterday, which is nice. And this here is some dried fruit with sugar. I was told it's similar to a healthy version of Sour Patch Kids, which just sounds really nice, and hopefully the lots of sugar will help with that. And then we've got some cookies that say Chandrila Starline. Same thing as yesterday, goldfish and trail mix over here. And then we do have one thing from yesterday. We've got these Rice Krispie treats, or Red Berry Krispies. Then we also have rice-coated asteroid cookies. I did ask to see the allergy information on this. They did show me the book, but just like yesterday, they do have it on the back as well if you'd like to read that. And I can have those, which is really exciting because it's chocolate.
If you, once you make up your mind, maybe you can tell me.
Yeah. Well,
Sammy, you can tell us. Maybe not the next company. We'll find you. We'll talk soon. Find you.
What about you? Have you wielded a saber before, Traveler?
Yeah,
oh,
yeah, a couple
I see
of times.
yours.
Yeah.
A time or two.
Yeah.
Great. Okay, cool. Well, we're gonna be training in Form 3. Okay. Sorisu. I don't know if you're familiar with that one.
I'm mostly a Form 4 guy.
Okay. Cool. Well, I look forward to seeing what you bring today.
Thanks.
Yeah. What's your name?
Cody.
Cody. Nice to meet you. I'm Peter. Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Now, what about you, Travelers? Have either of you wielded a saber before?
Occasionally.
No. Occasionally. So no for you. Occasionally for you. Interesting. What's your experience?
4 and 5.
Okay. All right. Focus back in. Your feet. Thank you. Your feet are hip width apart. 1 foot slightly forward. Everything okay, Milo?
Everything's amazing.
Okay.
These passengers are really special.
I know. Yeah. I know.
Thank you.
Glad to have them. You are. All right. Then your hands are going to be held at center. Your saber's going to be upright, like the spires on Batuu, which I hope you guys got a chance to see today. Good. Shoulders back. Stand firm. Hold your ground. Good. You're focused, you're strong. This is ready position. Okay, you can relax. So I'll say together and you respond as one. Together. As one. Together. As one. Good. Plant your feet, ground yourself, take a deep breath from your belly. Together. As one. Yes. This is how we send our energy forward to those on the path in front of us, those who need our strength and support. All right, it's our time to go into the pod, so follow me, travelers. Come on in. Welcome. Remember to return to center between each move back into balance. This allows you to wield with purpose. We're in position, activate those sabers. Don't forget to breathe and engage.
We are out here in the Atrium and we have ordered one of each free snack that you can get in the Sublight Lounge, but you can also order it out here. And it's just usually busy and loud in the Sublight Lounge, and there's like no one out here, so we decided to order it out here instead, which is awesome. So we are going to get one of each of these. There's 4 different items. They are free, they're included. Again, you can get them in the lounge, especially if you get drinks, you'll have some food to go with it, which is nice. It's available all day, but we decided to chill out here because it's a much more open space, it's a brighter space, and again, we don't have to fight for a seat, which is very simple. They did bring the allergy-friendly menu out, and it does show what is in each item and what you must avoid. However, food coloring is generally not in like the top 8 or 10 options, so they did go find out. And the one thing I cannot have are the chips because of something they put on top, but the rest I am good to try, which is really nice. So they did bring all 4 items out here. We have the crispy dried green beans, and it says little flatbread. They were not joking, it is little, but it's cute and shareable, which is nice. We also have the Mustafar tuber chips. This is something I cannot have because of what they sprinkle on top, but still looks very pretty, which is awesome. And then this is the most unique one. This is the smoked redfish little tubes. It looks like a cannoli, but it's fish.
And it has fish eggs on top, which is even weirder. Alyssa's gonna be brave and be the first one to try the smoked redfish. Did you not get the one with roe on top? Come on. You don't want the fish eggs? Fish cannoli, what do you think? That good, huh? So after that lovely reaction, now I have to try it. I did include a few of the little fish eggs on there, but with a reaction like that, what could possibly go wrong when I try it, right? It's very strange. It's like a smoked fish and cream cheese, maybe, and chives or onions. But the bread, the tube itself, is a little sweet. That's a weird combination, sweet with fish. So I don't think I'd get those again. But the green beans are amazing.
The green beans are amazing. You can also order alcoholic and non-alcoholic drinks while you're sitting out here in the lobby. They do have a nice variety of each, which is awesome. But we actually asked for something unique, something that wasn't on the menu, that was non-alcoholic.
Hibiscus mojito.
Hibiscus mojito.
It has a bit of hibiscus and pomegranate juice in there. Okay.
Awesome.
About a distraction.
The last couple hours have been just pure chaos. We have been running around trying to catch up on all the things that are in our data pad we're supposed to do. We've had crazy interactions with people that we didn't even know were going to be on the ship. It has been wild. It has been incredible. Some of the stuff we saw.
Stuff going on all at the same time, all in the same room.
And the Atrium was just exploding with stuff going on all around you.
It's amazing.
You don't even know what's going on. Just dive in and be part of it. It has been so fun, but now we've got to go quickly get ready for dinner because it is our dinner time. Gonna head down to the Crown of Corellia and enjoy our dinner around the galaxy.
When we got back to the room, we had these luggage tags, which sadly means we have to leave, but also there's not nearly enough of those luggage tags because we bought a lot of stuff. So we did ask them for some more, and we're gonna have to fill those out, and they will take our luggage in the morning so we don't have to haul it all down with us to our car. Also, when we got back to the room, they had a letter informing us that, we do have to get off the ship. It is in Arabic and English for us, and they do have there in that second paragraph in bold the time for our luggage pickup, and that does vary depending on the cabin. So just make sure you check that letter and have your luggage out there by that time, and we'll get those luggage tags on our stuff and get our things out in the morning, and we have to go home.
I do love our lovely Galaxy's Best. We are dressed for the occasion. It's a bit more elevated of a dinner service tonight.
So our taste around the galaxy tonight, we've got food from all around the galaxy. It looks like Mustafar, Felucia, Bantha, which I'm sure is from Tatooine. Got Kashyyyk, Chandrilla, and then we have the Younglings menu once again. Looks like they have a salad and paper rolls. Those are those veggie rolls we had last night for Alyssa. They've got the Tip Yip swords, so the same kids menu each night. Some very earth-looking items, and they have a special dessert for them as well. Our drink menu here also has the food menu inside, so now we have a souvenir menu we can take home if we want. And I didn't notice this earlier, but if you want to, you can request Tip Yip, which is also known as chicken. And so we're going to make sure we get that as well to try all the different entrees tonight.
How's everybody doing tonight? We're so happy to have you here. My name is Diego. I am one of the chefs on board of the Halcyon. It is my honor to be your culinary guide this evening as we take you through the taste around the galaxy. For tonight's dinner, we have prepared an abundant dishes that will highlight the very best that our galaxy has to offer. These dishes will entice your palate and will leave you feeling something a little odd, but very familiar. And you will see what I mean as the courses come out. We will begin our adventure with the volcanic planet of Mustafar. As we all know, Mustafar is very uninhabitable, but what Mustafar lacks in vegetation, it makes up in bold flavors.
All right, travelers, here we are, all the way from Mustafar. I present our Mustafarian breads and spreads. We have some pima cheese lava in the center. Underneath that is a roasted shondo dip. We have a red fruit tapenade, a lovely apricot relish, and an assortment of breads to explore all those flavors. Right for you, my dear, this is going to be friendly for our artificial dye. Absolutely, there we are. The only difference is that we have no amethyst bread on this plate. There we are.
You can also order blue and green milk with dinner if you'd like, so that's what we're trying tonight.
Pollution shrimp with red ball jungle sauce and a bit of ocean weed to accompany. Here we are, my dear. I do have our very own red ball jungle sauce with our iced Felucian shrimp, and this is friendly for our artificial dye. Now, our iced Felucian shrimp is dyed naturally in a brine of 48 hours, and it is naturally just that blue color, so no artificial dyes here.
So what is not on?
The wakame, my dear. So that's going to be that little bit of that seaweed salad there for our allergy. Okay, absolutely. Enjoy.
This is so cool. What is that plate?
I want all my food served on a plate like this from now on.
Well, if you've seen anything about Galactic Starcruiser, you've probably seen that they have blue shrimp. And I was told ahead of time that I could have this, but of course you want to ask, things can always change. And they said, I can have this, which is great, and I trust them. But mentally, stuff like this is very hard to get past when you don't eat things with food coloring. And this just really messes with you. But I'm gonna try it, and we're gonna see how it goes. Even the inside is blue. It tastes like shrimp, and it's really good. And honestly, I know a lot of people have been like, oh, it's so weird. That's kind of the point. You're trying stuff from other planets. This is new stuff. So be adventurous. Have fun.
Hey, travelers, here we are, all the way from Kashyyyk. I do present our braised bantha with a fig fruit demi-glace, as well as our seared Kashyyyk whitefish with a lovely yellow fruit butter sauce. And everything you see, my dear, is safe for our allergy this evening. Wonderful. There we are. Please explore and enjoy. And our tip yip will be out shortly.
The optional seared tip yip looks really good too.
All right, all the way from my beloved Chandrilla, I do present our Chandrillan air cake in the shape of our beloved CSL logo, with flavors of yogurt fruit and tartine.
Slightly modified version for Alyssa with no food coloring.
A lovely parting gift for us, some Chandrillan sweet cakes glittering the night away. We have our CSL logo there on one of them. All right, but just to say thank you from the captain and I. Thank you very much for joining us this evening and aboard this 275th anniversary cruise. Thank you. It's been truly an honor. Absolutely. It's been my honor serving you this evening. You know, we have a very safe passage. You know, there's a little bit of political unrest aboard the ship at the time, so may the stars light your way a little extra tonight. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. My honor. Absolutely.
So Alyssa did get one of the sweetbread cookies. This one is not colorful like the other one, but it's the same ingredients.
My
except for
God,
the
and
color.
our passengers never cease to amaze me. Yes, and Sandro and Wani, I think we might be able to find a sweet place for you to perform later. But now, it is time to begin our voyage home. Here's to the end of one extraordinary journey, and to the beginning of 1,000 more.
So it's time for sweets and treats now that all that craziness is over in the Atrium down here in the Crown of Corellia dining room, and we're gonna have a little music show, it looks like. We've got an entire spread of desserts in here. Looks like most of the ones we've seen already this week. We have the sweetbreads, and then we've got the long fruit choco sweet cake. Long fruit, like, you know, banana, chocolate banana bread. Cool. So we have some of the other desserts we've seen before, the cream of yogurt. We also have the minted fruit. And now we have the sweet ube cream. This one looks interesting. Haven't seen that before. There's blackberry ice, and there's also raspberry mochi. We have some additional sweetbreads and more of that choco long fruit bread that they have. And just a few more sweetbread cookies here to end things out. So just some little light desserts. A nice little sweet send-off here at the end of our cruise.
It was just so wonderful to spend this voyage with you beautiful, beautiful beings. Have a wonderful evening until next time.
We have a couple photo shoots going on out here in the climate room. Robert's helping Cody with this one. We've got a whole group with lightsabers over here doing some fun photos.
Pretty cool.
time he messes with a logistics droid. Oh, I didn't realize anyone was there. Pardon the disarray. So, before we part ways, can I offer you anything like a bedtime story or a lullaby?
Can I get a bedtime story?
This is a story you may be familiar with, but not many in the galaxy have heard the true version, which was carefully researched by some of my fellow droids. Would you like to hear it?
Yes.
Excellent. It's a story about one of the greatest heroes in galactic history. Someone brave, selfless, and clever who defeated the Empire almost entirely by himself. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Please know that you can stop me at any time by simply turning off my panel.
Today has been absolutely non-stop. We've been running literally since we got up this morning. We started doing makeup and getting ready, and then we went to Batuu and then came back, and we've been all over the place.
Yeah.
And then we eventually got to dinner, which was amazing. We had a really great time there. And then we all had to go to the Atrium, and it was just craziness.
Yeah, a little bit nuts. I feel like dinner just barely made it onto the table before we had to run out, so we didn't even really get to think about what was good and what was bad. We didn't even talk about our food on like a video afterwards because we were just running, and there was all this craziness in the Atrium, and there was all this stuff going on at end of the night with the sweets and treats, and what a wild day. Yes. And so long and so exhausting as well. I'm really impressed that our makeup has pretty much held up throughout the day, so I'm kind of surprised. I thought it would be like totally a mess by the end of the evening, but I feel like it worked out okay. And now I think it's probably getting close to time for bed because this has just been the most incredible day, but also the most exhausting day I think I've ever had.
It did feel very, very long, and I think part of that was just because the day was split up so much that it felt like we had multiple days in one, because we were on Batuu for a few hours, and then we were here at lunch, and then we had the Sabacc Tournament, and then you have dinner, and then we were in the Atrium. So we had so many different separate things that happened throughout the day that it feels like multiple days in one because you're doing so much in such a short period of time. But we really did enjoy it all. We had some really special things happen today that we loved. We got to see some characters we weren't expecting to see. And I really enjoyed the sweets and treats at the end of the night. That was a really nice ending to all of this. I mean, who doesn't love sweets? I mean, come on. And we got to hear that fun song at the end. I think that was probably my favorite song on board. I don't know, it's hard to choose because Gaia had some amazing songs, and we have literally been singing some of these songs. We keep catching ourselves like humming them.
They don't sell the CDs here on board. We did ask. I was kind of hoping we could get some of the music, but they don't sell any of that. It's too bad because I would totally buy one. It's been just so much fun doing everything. We've been running nonstop. I was really surprised by the direction that some of our paths took us and the things that we ended up experiencing and seeing and doing. I know there's many, many different options you can have as you're going through and the different experience you're having, but it all ended up working out perfectly. I'm very happy with how our journeys kind of happened and how they came to an end as well. I could not be happier with the overall experience of this entire day, and honestly this entire cruise. I'm sad that tomorrow we have to go back to Earth and back to our normal lives where we don't dress like this every day.
I know, for some reason this just isn't acceptable for whatever reason, but that's okay. We will be going back to Earth, and while we are excited about that, we're also sad because this has flown by. It goes incredibly fast. We do wish it was a little longer, but we did do a lot in a short period of time, which is great. Thank you for joining us for these amazing, crazy, fun, wonderful adventures. We hope you enjoyed them. Good night. It is just a little before 1:30 in the morning. The lounge is open till 2 p.m. and we did find out the snacks stay out until about 7 a.m. in the morning. So anytime during the night, if you want some snacks, they're out here, they're available, as well as any help that you might need. So we're gonna go hang out in the lounge, maybe get some snacks there, maybe play Sabacc.
I think we're probably definitely gonna play Sabacc at the hollow table if we can get a seat.
Yeah.
One more little adventure before we wrap up our voyage here. One other thing I did want to point out before we head into the Sublight Lounge, I completely forgot to mention earlier. In our room, we do have that water bottle you can refill. It's right over here in the corner of the atrium where you can refill your water bottle. They also have paper cups here at all times. This is pretty cool because they have chilled sparkling water, chilled flat water, and ambient flat water, also known as room temperature. So we brought our bottle with us to fill that back up again because we ran out of water in the room. Just thought that was a really nice touch to have this water station here right in the corner of the atrium.
Playing my first game here on the board. We'll see how I do. I'm up against these two.
So this comes from the Yerdula plant, which is actually poisonous, but don't worry, this is the antidote.
Oh, yeah.
One more just for good measure. I don't want to make any calls to Medroids tonight. There you go. So that should be safe for you to consume now.
Thank you.
My honor. Enjoy.
Poison sipper. So this is the fiery Mustafarian. It comes with a vial of lava, and apparently after you're done with it, you get to keep the cup. So that's pretty cool. It has a little... Oh my goodness, that is awesome. The cup and the little stand. Although I've heard the lava is pretty hot. You've got to add the lava extract if you're getting the Mustafarian drink. It only seems appropriate, right? Very spicy drink.
Getting ready for game number 2. I did lose the first one, but I feel like I did pretty well. The more you play this game, the easier it gets. So definitely try and play the first day if you can, just so you are able to play later on and understand the rules in the game. So I need to select my cards, so I'm definitely going to get these two. And that's all I'm going to keep for right now. Now you can see the cards I kept.
So we're enjoying the hollow Sabacc table here. And our friend's Mustafarian drink comes with that souvenir cup. I really wanted one or two, and I asked, you cannot buy the cup separately. Well, you can, but it's the same price as it is with a drink. And since we don't drink, they said they could instead put the mocktails in the cup for us. So I got both of the signature mocktails on the menu here, and I'm going to enjoy those and take those cups home with me.
Why not? We'll see just how bad I do. But I still think this is just the coolest design. Here we go. Oh, Cody won.
One of the things I was like looking was like, okay, if Bill was here, what's his experience going to be?
I was literally...
You got left out of it.
And we all had the 3 winners at the table.
Hey, we still have 3 hands to go, so 3 rounds to go.
I am reading the correct card.
That'll help.
Okay, like, yeah. I looked at the right card this time.
Hey, you got it that time. Good game.
Good game.
Hey, you won. Good game, guys.
Who won?
I did.
Congrats.